Hello, friends, and welcome to my podcast, Finding Freedom. My name is Bianca, and this first episode is going to be a quick little intro about this podcast and about me and what brought me here. So, what is the Finding Freedom podcast all about, you may ask? Well, freedom for me is everything, and I've been seeking freedom in a variety of forms my whole life. But more recently, freedom for me is about living an empowered life. A life where you can truly live your purpose, bringing to life your gifts, manifesting the craziest, most unbelievably awesome shit. So this podcast will discuss how I am trying to do this every day. I am far from there, but I am most definitely the most free I've ever felt. But I know there's so much more to let go of, to overcome, to release, to open up to embody, and I want to share that with you in the hope that you feel inspired to join me for the ride. Let's find freedom from the constructs of the mind together. Let's also engage with our breath and connect with our body, mind, heart, and soul through this powerful life force energy. That's right. Some episodes will be beautiful, short, gentle breathwork practices to help you calm your nervous system that you can do every day if you like. So a little about me. I am someone with an adventurous soul. I love traveling. I love exploring, trying new things, not being in the same place for too long, and learning. I love learning. I am a ferocious consumer of knowledge and experimenter. I especially love learning and trying things that will grow me as a person. This includes the body, the mind, the breath, the soul. I didn't always dive quite this deep though. For most of my life, I lived a very adventurous life, but didn't seek deep evolution. I was stuck in my mind dramas, controlled by my thoughts and beliefs from my past. As a result, I was a bundle of stress. I was constantly anxious. I had sky-high expectations of myself, yet this perfectionist most definitely could not be seen to fail. I had absolutely zero love for myself as well, constantly comparing myself to others and always believing I fell short. So when my physical body broke down in 2013, I decided that my life had to change and that I wanted to heal. This desire opened up the door to really seeking the deep answers. It was like I declared aloud that I was done being stuck where I was. So I started where most people start, with the physical body. This led me on a path to becoming a nutritional therapy practitioner and trying to build a business. However, 6 years into this journey, after having resolved some major health stuff, but still struggling with symptoms that simply wouldn't budge no matter what I tried, I realized that no matter how good my diet was, what I ate was such a tiny piece of the puzzle towards regaining full health. This realization saw me evolve into a new space, less about the physical and more about the emotional, mental, and spiritual. In early 2020, my great awakening happened. What a big year for awakenings that was. I moved into a great exploration of the mind. I dove into coaching and learning how my mind was controlling me and how I'd been conditioned to think, believe, and feel a certain way that most definitely wasn't serving me. This meant that I could eat the healthiest, note my air quotes, the healthiest diet I wanted, and not heal if my mind didn't believe that I was worthy of it. So although my diet didn't go out the window completely, my desire to coach people in nutrition definitely did. Then, being somewhat displaced in Victoria, Australia in 2020, I had been living abroad in China, of all places. And with one of the strictest lockdowns in the world, I had nowhere to be and nothing to do. So I decided to commit to two things, a meditation practice and a breathwork practice. And I did these things most days and saw my health start to transform as I transformed from within. This led me to becoming a breathwork facilitator in 2021, as well as a yoga teacher. But it was the breathwork that really sucked me in. No pun intended. I felt deep in my soul that this work was healing work and that more people on the planet needed to know about it and try it. I surprisingly still feel this way, which is unusual for me, as I tend to skip from one thing to the next. Why breathwork stuck is probably because there's truth to its transformational power. What's also true for me is the knowing in my soul that when the people on this planet heal, we collectively raise the consciousness of the planet. Part of why I'm here. My contribution is to share breathwork and ways to change your mindset and become a more spiritually evolved person, one that is truly free from all the fear in this world. So I learned to facilitate conscious, connected breath work, but I also developed a great interest in functional breathing and other types of more calming breath work too. And it's been incredible to see the transformation in my personal health by doing things like mouth taping, learning how to breathe through my nose, which seems ridiculous, but it's true. Even where to position my tongue in my mouth, how to improve my lung capacity, and so much more. So here I am now in 2023, 10 years after my first awakening, up to my ears in learning and in the deconstruction of all that I have been until now. I'm breaking free day by day from my conditioned mind and constantly seeking more. I seek because it's what calls me. My desire to raise my consciousness and master feelings like peace, unconditional love for self and others, joy and gratitude runs deep. So this adventurous woman is on a mission. And that mission is to share my truth and to share it with those who are ready to hear my words and be open to them. To share the things that I have learnt, that I'm learning, and that I still want to learn. I want to be a person who shows you what's possible as I navigate and implement all of this learning into my own life myself, because I believe that whatever you want is possible. Manifestation, abundance, higher consciousness, peace, love, joy, gratitude. And each time we anchor these things in deeper, we access more and more freedom because we move away from fear and into love. So I invite you to come on this journey with me. Ask yourself the tough questions, be open, challenge yourself, persist, believe, and trust. Come and find some freedom with me from all that holds you back. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Oh, and before I go, you can find me at breathewithbianca.com. I don't do social media by choice anymore, although I do have a LinkedIn profile and now this podcast. If you would like to work with me, I have a breathwork and coaching one-on-one package, and I hold monthly online breathwork classes, free the first time for newbies. I intend to offer more things in the future, and I'll update you as these happen. But those are my current main offerings. You can also come over to the website, click on the link, Find Freedom Now on the homepage, and join the mailing list so you get emails each week from me. Speaking of the emails, the final thing I will add is that some of the episodes in this podcast are videos that I sent to my lovely email subscribers a while back. The content is relevant no matter when and where you are in this life. And if you are meant to hear a specific message, you will stumble upon it, I'm sure. So that was also a driving factor in making this podcast, for my messages to get out to more people than just my email list. All that said, the audio quality may not be as crisp as the episodes I make with my new microphone. Finally, if you feel called, please do share my podcast with the people you love. And if there's a topic you'd like me to muse on, let me know. I'm open to the most out there ideas, but I'm also here to help. And of course, if you ever want to give me a 5-star rating, I'd love for you to write one for me. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. Truly, so much love.